Coming up on Discovery, Phil Naro and Brad from Yamcat join me in the Out of Control room with a funky tune that's scheduled to appear on an indie compilation south of the border. There's more Discovery in a moment. Well, you guys are involved in something that's really interesting, a really cooking tune. Maybe, Phil, you can fill us in on, excuse the pun, on what's happening.
It's Funky White Boy. It's on the compilation CD, Sinbad Records.
Right.
And it's a David LaDuke, the president guy who owns the label, and it'll be distributed worldwide. And it's called Unforgotten Rock, and other bands will be on it, like the Yardbirds are going to be on it. Little Caesar's on it.
Mm-hmm.
Caesar.
How did you get involved, Phil, with all this?
Well, this guy, this David LaDuke, I send him a tape. He's a big time promoter guy. He just knows how to. He's a guitar player and he's got his own band and everything. And he liked my stuff, and he always kept me on. You know, he's always put me on these compilations he always releases. So then he started, and he wanted to do a cover thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, "Oh, sure." He asked me, he goes, "Well, you know, do it." And I said, "Yeah, I got a perfect band. We can do it together." Because Yamcat and I were playing this song out in the clubs every once in a while. I come down and we jam it out, and it was doing quite well.
Getting a good reaction.
Yeah. So we decided to let's go in and do it. So it's happening.
All right, let's have a listen. It's called
Play That Funky White. Play that funky
music, White Boy. And this is Naro meeting Yamcat on Discovery from Q107. Play That Funky Music, White Boy. That is Naro and Yamcat on Discovery from Q107, getting it right here on the program. Brad and Phil with me, and this is going to be available in probably next couple of weeks.
Yep.
On a compilation called Unforgotten Rock, which will see a reformed Yardbirds, among other artists. And is it how will people be able to pick this up? Probably, at Sam's or HMV.
Yeah, for sure.
The Yardbirds Experience, Phil Naro with Yamcat, David LaDuke, Red Baron. All right, and we're going to be playing a special preview track from David LaDuke's Rock with Balls at the end of this half hour, his brand new CD. But first, dudes, let's do it. Give me some satisfaction. But first, a special word from Mr. David LaDuke. This is Sheena Metal's Freakin' Rock Review. Rock on!
Hey, Los Angeles. This is David LaDuke. You're listening to Sheena Metal's Freakin' Rock Review on KIEV 870 AM.
Dudes, the man who makes SB Productions what it is from Louisville, Kentucky, ball-busting guitar rocker, Mr. David LaDuke. And the Yardbirds Experience are, of course, dudes, the sound of the future and the beat of the past. They got the Abbey Road engineer of the Beatles, Peter Moon, doing the albums, saying the new Yardbirds Experience recordings are some of the most enjoyable I've heard at Abbey Road. And that's from a dude who recorded the Beatles, so I guess he's heard a lot.
Hello, I'm Don Crane of the Yardbirds Experience, and you've just heard our salute to Jimmy Page and Led Zeppelin. So, stay tuned for more unforgettable rock to come.
Dude, you're listening to Sheena Metal's Freak.
This little axe attack by David LaDuke brought us from England's Kendor Records label to America's Sinbad Productions. And Sinbad is the home of David LaDuke, who just released his new CD, Rock with Balls. And he's now presenting a very special sampler that proves that real free music always existed. It's just a question in which state the music business is at times. I'm talking about Unforgotten Rock A Salute, released on Sinbad disc and tapes, bringing together generations of rock, actually. David LaDuke, who owns Sinbad, always works for this one aspect of true rock, the music itself, the true thing, the real thing. And Unforgotten Rock, I think, is his masterpiece so far. So what we now will hear is a journey through rock history from the 50s star to today's version. Beside LaDuke's version of the Rolling Stones classic Satisfaction, we heard that at the last show, there is Joey Wells. He started with the original Bill Haley and the Comets Band as featured keyboard player, and then worked with people like Ling Ray and Roy Buchanan, and we'll hear his version of Shake, a Rattle and a Roll. And then you'll get the Yardbirds Experience, and this line is really incredible. It's the original Yardbirds drummer Jim McCarthy, joined by Noel Redding, who started as member of the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Two members came from the classic British raw R&B band The Downliner Sect, and then there's one of the probably most underrated guitar players of all times. It's Eddie Phillips, who came from the original Creation lineup. And a very logical song for them to do is Whole Lotta Love, because Led Zeppelin is more or less a result of the Yardbirds. And then for the next generation we have Mktg, joined for this song by lead singer Phil Naro. Phil Naro already worked with known rock people, almost too numerous to mention. And Mktg is a young and fresh band just signed for a bigger record deal. And their tribute is Play That Funky.
So Mktg and Phil Naro, and it is a cover of the very righteous Wild Cherry tune, Play That Funky Music, White Boy. Let's do it. Dude, this is Phil Naro, ex-Talus, ex-Peter Criss Band. Very cool dude. And this is from the Unforgotten Rock 7-inch. This is Shooter Metal's Freaking Rock Review. I want to hear you rockin'.
Hello, everyone. This is Phil Naro, and you are listening to the Sinbad Disc and Tapes Unforgotten Rock Showcase on KIEV 870 AM.
For real rock radio.
Παραμένουμε πάντα στο Unforgotten Rock το 7-inch. Πάντα μέσα από την Sinbad Records. Βέβαια θα μεταδώσουμε αργότερα και το του David LaDuke, τη νέα δουλειά Rock with Balls. Είναι τώρα το τραγούδι Whole Lotta Love, πανσύγνωστο κομμάτι. Βέβαια διασκευασμένο τώρα από Yardbirds Experience.
Συγκεκριμένα να πω τον Phil Naro με τους Mktg και τους Yardbirds Experience, οι οποίοι διασκευάζουν το Whole Lotta Love από τους Led Zeppelin. Η επόμενη πλευρά του 7-inch αυτού, που έχει, ξαναλέω, την ονομασία Unforgotten Rock, έχει δύο τραγούδια από τον David LaDuke. Εμείς ακούσουμε το ένα, το πρώτο, το Satisfaction. Satisfaction λοιπόν, μια διασκευή από Rolling Stones, από τον David LaDuke βέβαια, το οποίο κομμάτι περιέχεται σε ένα 7-inch, το οποίο έχει ονομασία Unforgotten Rock. Δεν συνηθίζουμε να παίζουμε τέτοια πράγματα, αλλά για το συγκεκριμένο άτομο κάνουμε μια παρένθεση εδώ στην πολύ μεταλλική εκπομπή μας. Θα ακούσουμε ένα ακόμα τραγούδι, το οποίο όμως δεν είναι από αυτό το 7-inch, αλλά είναι από ένα CD, το οποίο έχει ονομασία Rock with Balls. Μόλις κυκλοφόρησε και αυτό, είναι πάλι από τον ίδιο, τον David LaDuke. Το κομμάτι είναι το Hey There, Who Am I. Ας το ακούσουμε.
Hello there, all you metal rockers in Greece. This is David LaDuke from the USA, and you're listening to the Metal Club Radio Show.
Yeah, something from and something about David LaDuke, who is using this international network to the maximum. Soon to come from David LaDuke is his second CD, Rock with Balls and the Ballbuster Project, which is a compilation CD bringing international hard rock and a magazine with accompanying information, soon on the air worldwide. And we just heard this song, Psychedelic Sandwich, which is an appetizer concerning all the forthcoming.
First up, my old pal David LaDuke from his CD Rock with Balls. This is Look My Baby on the States of Rhythm.
He's got Motorhead and Fates Warning in here, but the cool thing is he's working with the ex-members of the Yardbirds. Remember Eric Clapton's band?
Mm-hmm.
He's putting records out with them, and he features them in here. He also wrote about me in here. So that's why it's just... But it's a cool underground network, and I collect them. I think that these things will be worth money, just like comic books. You know how valuable comic books are.
Mm-hmm.
I think fan magazines, especially to people who aren't even born yet, who 30 years from now are going to get into